I just love Jeremy Jordan. Hi friends, how are you? I hope you're really well. So today I thought that I would do a video all about my favourite ever cast recordings. So this is different than my favourite musicals because some of my favourite musicals I don't think they translate that great onto a recording. So as I say, these are just my favourite cast recordings and I really want to know yours as well. So my first one has to be Bonnie and Clyde. I think it is a perfect recording. Jeremy Jordan, Laura Osnes, obviously they're like the dream couple. I listen to it all the time, I never skip any of the songs and it's great to sing along to as well. I really enjoy popping it on and, you know, belting my face off, pretending I'm Jeremy Jordan. It's great. My second one has to be Heathers. Come on, I mean, we all know I'm a big Heathers fan, but there's really just 3 words and it's Barrett Wilbert Weed, because I'm sorry that woman is flawless. I just think the Heathers album is so fantastic. I remember the first time I ever heard it, I was on a megabus from Blackpool to London and it was like a 6-hour journey or something, and I put it on and I heard the very opening and I was like, oh my god you guys. I just listened to it like on repeat for the whole journey there, and then I listened to Dead Girl Walking on repeat for about 3 weeks, like legit nothing else, just Dead Girl Walking. Yeah. Number 3 is pretty obvious, but it's Hamilton. I think it's an amazing recording. As I've said many times, it's one of those ones that you will never be sick of because there's so many different types of song in there. Like if you're not in the mood for like a full-on Broadway musical big sound thing, there's softer ones, and then if you want ones to like amp you up, there's ones in there for that. There's like just beautiful singing, there's stuff that makes you feel different, like feelings. It's just really good. My 4th one is actually Freaky Friday the musical. I've never seen the actual recording of the show. I would love to. Apparently they're gonna release like a live recording of it, or they're gonna do like a recording of the show, so fingers crossed on that. But yeah, I love Freaky Friday. I think it's such an underrated show. I always skip the first song and I go right into Just One Day, and it just puts me in a great mood all the time. You can sing along to it really great. I just love it. It's absolutely amazing. And if you don't know it, I would definitely suggest giving it a listen. So then number 5 comes in, and it is The Last 5 Years, but I prefer the movie version than all the other versions, and I know loads of people don't like the movie version, but I love it. I personally am not a huge fan of Sherry Renee Scott's voice on the Last 5 Years album recording. I prefer the movie version myself. That's the one I listen to all the time. I probably listen to that album in full at least once a week, if not more. Oh, it's Jeremy Jordan again. I just love Jeremy Jordan. What else is there to say? I love him. Oh, so number 6 is the 10th anniversary recording of Les Mis. This is a musical that has such a huge place in my heart, and this particular recording, it's like all I think of when I think about when I was a teenager, getting into the love of musical theatre. Lea Salonga singing the role of Eponine was so inspirational to me. Michael Ball playing Marius, and I just think, I just love it so much. And Philip Quast as Javert, my favourite Javert ever. I love him. I just think it's a great recording. It means so much to me personally. I actually prefer Ramin as Jean Valjean rather than Colm Wilkinson, but the way that Colm sings it is so ingrained in my mind. I just love it. So number 7 has to be Spring Awakening. I love Spring Awakening with a deep passion. It's a show that I'm just obsessed with forever and ever, and I think it's amazing. I mean, Jonathan Groff, John Gallagher Jr., Leah Michelle. Oh, just everybody. I think it's a flawless recording. Everybody's voices are beautiful. I can sing along to all the songs. I do a full-on production of Spring Awakening every single time I listen to it. Next one has to be Finding Neverland. Super late to the party on Finding Neverland, but it's one where I literally love every single song. I don't skip any of them. I love it. You can listen to it all through and you're like, yes, I'm on this story, or you can listen to individual songs, which is what I really like in a cast album, because I think the ones that didn't make it onto the list are shows that I love, but I don't think that they have standalone songs that I can listen to just on their own. All of these recordings have that about them, where you can listen to the full story or you can pick them apart on their own. The next one is The Book of Mormon. It's a show that I think it has quite a big audience, but it still gets forgotten a lot now. I think a few years ago it was like everybody was obsessed with it, whereas I think now it gets a little bit forgotten. I love the recording. Andrew Rannells is just perfection. I really, really wish that they recorded the original London cast because Gavin Creole is just incredible. But again, I love Book of Mormon for the fact that they're standalone and altogether I never miss any of the songs when I'm listening to it through. I also love that it's a little bit different. If I'm feeling in a bit of a groggy mood, I'll put on the Book of Mormon album. I think it's a fantastic recording and every song makes me feel great. Yeah. And then my last one I'm putting on here is Newsies. I love the Newsies recording so much because, two words, Jeremy Jordan. So I love male voices. I love listening to male singers and I just love to listen to lots of men singing beautifully in harmony, and while I'm listening to it, like thinking of them doing all their black flips, their back flips and their split leaps and everything, and just giving me life. The recording is so dynamic and it makes you feel something. You know, I'll be sat there on the tube listening to it and I'm like, especially in Once and For All, I'm literally like, ah! So I just think it's an amazing recording. Sorry if I missed any of your favourite recordings out. Just because I missed out shows that are in my favourite musicals doesn't mean that they're not my favourite musicals. I just prefer these recordings. These are my favourites. So I want to know your favourite recordings as well. And if you have any shows that you think I should listen to, definitely leave them down below as well. Yeah, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye!